Great.
Good, thank you.
Yeah. So let's first look at today's content. So first, we're gonna talk about. So we're going to have an open discussion of the Polkadot Parachain auction, because I guess that's something you guys are really learning about. And then we're going to have an open gameplay of EvolutionLand. Finally, we're going to have a Q&A section. All right. So first, let's talk about Polkadot Parachain auction. So I know that some of you are new to Darwinia and EvolutionLand or the Polkadot community. So do you guys know much? Walk through the whole process of how to join a crowd and everything. Do you guys have question about the background information about Parachain auction?
I'm all good. So I answered this. My voice was on mute. Yeah, thanks.
You did. All right. So I have actually prepared several questions for our discussion. So what are some next steps to do with the Polkadot Parachain auction? So basically the auction will begin next month. So probably we're going to have 1 month to prepare to form the community and to organize our PRO plan and to try to get more community support for that. So the first question, you guys, you may wondering that do we need to be participating in the Polkadot Parachain auction? Answer is definitely yes. And then I have prepared several questions for us to talk about that. So the next question would be, which round would you guys expect us to join? So we can see that we have like several rounds of Parachain auctions. I definitely would like to hear the voice of the community from you guys. So which round would you expect us to join? Feel free to talk about your.
Going to go like the first auction in Kusama did. It's going to be very much a popularity contest, and it's going to go way more than anybody would expect. And I also think it's going to be way more than it needs to be.
Yeah, right. I guess.
Yeah,
right,
agree.
exactly. Polkadot Parachain auction would be like way more, exciting than Kusama Parachain auction, right? So we're probably not going for the first lot because it would be insanely expensive and the context would be really like harsh. So we probably going for the second one or the fourth one. So like the Kusama Parachain auction. Yeah, so we're not running for the first one. All right. So let's talk about something really exciting about rewards. So what kind of PL plan is attractive to you guys? So what are some factors you guys would consider when you're going to contribute to the problem? All right, Megan, do you have something to talk about this question?
I do. Based on feedback we've got from received from various communities out there, not only in our own community but in the wider public, our crowd load was kind of lackluster because most people didn't understand the importance of the NFT package. So if we want to attract a more kind of general people to contribute to our crowd loan. I think it's important that we emphasize the token rewards more so than the NFTs. But that's just, some of the feedback.
Right, exactly. So back then, at that time, we didn't launch the Eco continent and the Polygon continent. Also, the DeFi farm hasn't opened. So a lot of people didn't understand the importance of or the importance of the NFT package. But for now, something good is that we have created more awareness about EvolutionLand, the game, and everything. So hopefully for this time, the community would have a better, better sense of the importance of the NFT. So that's some feedback from the community. Thank you very much. So I would like to hear more about your own opinions. What kind of PL plans is attractive to you? So when you look at all those PL plans from all projects, so what are factors would you consider when you're going to contribute to the crowd loan?
I think it's a speculative bet on the future. So if you can see what it's going to be in the future, then you're sort of, I think even rewards aside, if you can just be a part of something that's going to be like, core infrastructure for Web 3.0, then rather than just short-term gains, I feel like maybe people might not fully comprehend, I guess, the future role Darwinia Network will have in this new metaverse or this new ecosystem.
All right. So, all right. So you mentioned that a lot of people do not comprehend what the future roadmap of Darwinia, right?
Not specifically Darwinia, but I mean, I think a lot of people. A lot of hype is generated because, so Acala, DeFi, the future version of DeFi. So everyone goes, "Oh wow, it's the future version, the next generation of DeFi." However, so people invest in the next generation of DeFi, and then I guess, same goes with Moonbeam, and I feel like if we sort of could pitch, more what we're actually bringing to. Then they're speculating on what the next generation of interoperability and NFTs look like.
Yeah, so you're saying that people are not investing in short-term gains, but they're investing in the next generation, say the next generation of DeFi or next generation of NFT or Metaverse. So something you're suggesting us to do is that to suggesting information to the community that you are you're not just contributing to Darwinia crowdloan, you're also investing in the next generation of NFTs and Metaverse, right?
Yeah, and interoperability between the old and the new, maybe. Yeah. But I think it's not just short-term rewards. It's also it's not just I can get short-term rewards anywhere, but if I'm getting short-term rewards while I'm investing in a long-term network, that's going to be the future, then that's a speculative, it's, you sort of, I think it's easy to part with your money if you believe in what's coming. Like Cardano, everyone's putting this money in Cardano and it doesn't really have anything.
Provide some exciting short-term rewards, short-term gains to the community, but also, the message of you're investing in the long generation of next generation of Metaverse and NFTs. Great idea, great idea. Any other volunteer to contribute to some of your great ideas? Your insights here?
Hey Bree, this is Jesse. One of the things I saw that I think really built a community around the crowd loan was referrals, referral bonuses. I think that's one. Yeah, that I watched that do a lot for Calamari recently, and I'm trying to remember the other one that did it. Calamari was the big one. Because I put in on Calamari, and with my referrals, I had got about 4 times the amount of tokens just through referrals from what I put in. So that was really nice. I think the harder one here is that Polkadot lockups are for 2 years versus the 48 weeks of Kusama. So the hesitancy of the decision to lock up for that long is really big. And so I think as Josiah was saying, is if we can offer up something a little more near term for people who are going to lock up their Polkadot for us, I think it's going to help a lot.
Yeah, right. So actually, so last time for the Kusama Parachain auction, we provided certain channels, like say from exchanges, from our website. For now, for this time, we are developing a certain product of Darwinia for you guys to contribute to the crowd loan. It would support the referrals, and also you're going to see your contributing percentage to the whole crowd loan fund. You are going to see everything here on our website. So it is going to support referrals. Thank you, Jesse. Great idea. Any other volunteer here? Yeah, your tips are all so valuable. All right, so let's move on to the next question. So what are some creative PL plans have you seen from other Polkadot projects? There must something the team hasn't noticed, but you guys have noticed. Wow, this PL plan is so amazing. It's so attractive. Something like that.
I haven't really seen any of the PLL plans for any of the Polkadot ones yet, so I don't think anybody's really said anything. So it'll be interesting to see what is coming out. It's
or Kusama plans, or for the Kusama Parachain auction.
I think, other than what we've talked about, I haven't really seen anything special. I mean, some have done whitelisting for, on their Kusama Parachains, allowed for a whitelist for like a pre-sale of tokens and things like that, but we're not in that position. I still think the raffle that we had, the ability to win 1 Bitcoin, I don't know why that didn't, resonate with people more. That is a huge reward. And if you are one of, say, 10,000 people, I mean, those are really good odds right there to win a Bitcoin. I mean, I don't know why that one didn't catch on and more people weren't excited about it.
Yeah. So,
exactly. That win rate is actually better than moonriver.
Right. Exactly. So for the whitelist, because there is just 1 month, and we're not at the position to do the whitelist or token pre-sale. Yeah. So that's something. So we haven't seen any of the projects has released the exact PL plans. So what's coming next would be really exciting. Yeah. All right. So next question would be, are you a DOT holder and would you like to contribute to the crowd loan this time?
And I will go first. And yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, great.
And like Dustin, I have DOT and my DOT, I'm planning on putting DOT towards Darwinia. I did for Kusama. And when we go for Kusama again, I will have Kusama for Darwinia at that point as well.
Great, thanks. Really appreciate that. So we skipped the round 2 Kusama Parachain auction because I guess it's something to do with our product EvolutionLand roadmap. So at that time, we didn't have like certain new function or new features of EvolutionLand. So we just skipped for one time, and we're definitely going for the Kusama Parachain auction next. Yeah. So finally, do you have certain connections with other like Polkadot communities which are going to support the Parachain auction? Because we definitely have to, create more awareness to more communities, not just our own EvolutionLand and Darwinia community. Yeah.
I think we've got a pretty good network here among all our members and Mios. We've got feet on the ground when we need to put the word out about something. I think we're pretty far-reaching.
Great. So we can follow up this after today's chat fast. Great to hear about that. All right. So
Yeah,
finally,
and Bree, I was just going to mention that I'm now part of a DAO that I think I know Megan is as well, that has a lot of influential Polkadot and Kusama people in it, and I think that's one place I will definitely be pushing the word about our parachain auction. They really have information for every project that is going for a parachain, so it'll be a good place for that information to get out and be able to answer questions for some people that are really active.
Great. Thanks. Really great to hear about that. So we can definitely follow up that after chat fast with Megan and you. Thanks. Great to hear that. Okay, so for now we're going to have an open Q&A question section to address your questions about the Polkadot Parachain auction. So anything would you like to bring up to us, discuss together? Any ideas?
So will the Parachain auction include land from EvolutionLand as well? Or I mean like a treasure chest, or how the similar Parachain offering was for the crab?
Right. So we're definitely going to offer some NFT land as part of the Parachain auction rewards. Definitely. Yeah. But it would be a little different from last time. In terms of how we're gonna offer these NFT land, it wouldn't be a lucky draw. So we're also like listening to your ideas and to revise the PL plan and the ways of offering these NFT lands. Yeah.
Anyone has the new idea?
Yeah, so you can definitely talk about your expectations about getting those NFT land. That would be helpful as well.
Yeah, because we can see there's a lot of project running out in the power chains right now. So if you see any others like Contagions project, they having a good plan with it, we can grab them out and use it. Yeah. So do you guys have any idea for the other project using quick plan?
Well, I'm invested in a project called Equilibrium, and I know they have already had a token sell for DOT exchange, and so they're actually having a second exchange for DOT, but I haven't seen anybody else doing it. So they may be quite up there in how much DOT they have allocated. But I'm not sure what their plan is.
Yeah, I know this. I know this project.
Yeah.
They're doing the token sell. Yeah, to raise DOT.
I think they're trying to do a self, trying to do it themselves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess one thing that like Basilisk did on their Kusama was, and I don't know how easy this would be for us, but they, you loan for your Kusama, you got BSX tokens, but you also got their Polkadot project, Hydra DX. You also got HDX tokens as well. And I don't know if, because Katon are minted, I don't know if that would be an option, is to offer like 1 or 2 Kton per, like a certain level of Kton per dot offered along with ring.
Yeah, that's a great idea to add Kton as part of, Kton is.
And let's get all the Kton on Polygon, and then we can stake it on EvolutionLand.
Great. Kton on Polygon. Great. A great idea. All right. All well received that. All right. So I guess we can move to the next part of today's chat chat. Let's talk about EvolutionLand. Everyone loves evolution. Yeah. So the first question would be, have you tried out the new PvE gameplay? So what are some of your feedback? And Tiny, he's here today. He's ready to address all of your questions. Yeah. Tiny, are you there? Can you say hi?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi. Hi. You hear me?
Or any other
Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, the new farm on Polygon and everything. Yeah, feel free to any of your thoughts. Everything. Or what do you expect next about EvolutionLand? Yeah. So these are just questions I prepared for you, but feel free to talk about it.
I'm definitely excited to see what's next for PvE on Dawning. It's definitely an exciting, adds a new dimension to EvolutionLand instead of just mining your resources, and especially with the liquidity pool we saw out of Dawning. I think it adds a nice new feature and a nice reason to attract users back to playing Dawning more and not focusing solely on Eden.
Do you have something to read more on that?
Hello, I may miss the last sentence of Jesse's question. Could you do you mind repeat that?
It's more like, I guess, what is the adventures are going to look like? I think that's what I'm most excited to see, is what the adventures. I know we got a little treat with the slime, but just if you could, let us know what what you're thinking for the adventures.
I think the adventures is very important system for us, since it's it brings a lot of people out of it makes a lot of people outside from EvolutionLand, because the price of land and land is very high, and it spends a lot of time to maybe take the revenue, and don't have very good liquidity. So PvE will make it become much easier to join the gameplay of EvolutionLand. Only 4 apostles could start the adventure, and also it helps us to maybe do some cost helps the cost of resource tokens in maybe the map of the PvE function. There'll be like people use their puzzles to beat with the monsters and get some materials, and these materials and the resource token could sense this to create new weapon like sword or shield or something else. And if there are puzzle equipped with this equipment, they will get some enhancement about their ability, and they could go further in the adventure mode. So I think it will bring a better economic system for EvolutionLand, and have people enjoy the maybe more interesting gameplay. But I have to say sorry about the previous previous promise about the timeline, because after the discussion and in the development process, we found it could be a very huge system for us, and related system. We should spend more than we expected time to realize it. If there could be some equipment and some careers and value design, it costs a lot of time, and also a lot of time to code. It's just like maybe a new game in EvolutionLand. So it took a lot of time, but we decided to launch this whole system step by step. I hope the maybe MVP version of PvE could launch as soon as possible, and after that will be the equipment and the career. Also, we are planning to do some social system like chat, friends, and offer system. In my opinion, I think players in EvolutionLand is very hard to connect with each other in game. They prefer to chat in TG group and the WeChat group, but however, with some political issue, we closed all these WeChat groups. So for Chinese people, it's very difficult for them to communicate with each other, and also we found that the update of EvolutionLand is getting harder to touch them. And also for you guys, I think if you want to sell puzzles or drills or something, some people you want to buy his or hers puzzles and lands, it's difficult in game. So we want to add the offer function like OpenSea. People could find others puzzle and team and land which he want to buy, and make an offer to rent, to get married, or to buy. I think this whole function will be the next step to make players in EvolutionLand could get much better ways to communicate with each other and show their assets in EvolutionLand. Like people could see the lands, puzzles, and drills, and also some other assets in EvolutionLand in personal information page for every players, and could do some function like or this function or favorite this kind of function in this page, and people could connect with each other in game in a much easier way. And that's a recently planned for EvolutionLand, and the PvE is quite important for us. By the way, the next week we would start a new liquidity core with Dementor, which is a stable coin project in Hiko. maybe we plan to launch this function on next Tuesday, in Singapore time. And since that you could stake your DUSD and rmrk token in EvolutionLand farm, and also you could stake in Demeter's website to earn DMT reward. And if you stake in EvolutionLand, you will get ring rewards. Maybe we will publish some special puzzle with DMT logo in the future. We are also planning to do that. That's a recently planned for EvolutionLand. Thank you, guys.
Great. Yeah. So let me summarize for that. So are we expecting that before the parachain auction, we're going to have certain burning mechanism for resource token, like say creating your own sword for apostles to go further in a PvE adventure? And at that time, we're going to see with the new burning mechanism of these resource token, we're going to see the surging of the price of these resource token, and the community will realize the importance of the NFT package in our PL plan, and more people are going to be attracted to contribute to our crowd loan. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yep.
Tiny, so are we expecting to see the resource burning mechanism before the Polkadot Parachain auction?
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. Polkadot function, the Polkadot will start the 11th of November. I hope the PvE function could start before it, and also more people will know maybe the value of a puzzle and the NFT rewards they will get from supporting Darwinia Network. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something really important to boost the community confidence. Really, really great. And also, we're going to have. So we're also working on a new social system to connect our overseas and local players together. And also, we're going to offer a new feature of offering like OpenSea to afford better user experience for our players to sell and trade NFT assets like puzzles and drills. Yeah. So any question for you guys to EvolutionLand?
Yes, definitely have questions. So with the weapons, these are equipable and unequipable, so you can switch out your weapons.
It's equipable, and for players they should equip. Maybe it's kind of bind like a weapon with a puzzle, and then the puzzle will get the enhancement. It will become a new kind of items, different from the drills, because drills could work by itself, but weapons should be equipped with puzzles. It will work, and also there will be the equipment system will bring the real light of the ambassador. How to say that? The ambassador rewards, or let me check. Oh wait. Mendo. Oh yeah, maybe Mendo. Medal, yeah. Ambassador medal will be realized in game, and you could as an Darwinia ambassador and MEO, you could have you could get some ambassador medal in EvolutionLand, and it will enhance ability of a puzzle. If you bound this with a certain puzzle, it will greatly enhance the puzzle's ability.
So that's
exciting.
So this is another item, or this is the items that you bind to Postal? Like, is it forever? Can you?
Yeah, it's a new item for a puzzle, similar to the weapon, sword or shield. It should be bounded with puzzles, and only it won't be there or be sold in the market. We use this kind of items to reward them, rewards you guys, and you could enjoy the very different game experience from other players, I think.
So this is an untradeable item. And
you can trade. I think you could trade yourself, but we won't sell it. Only this items will be a reward for you guys. Yeah.
Okay. And so this item is not an NFT. It's specific to your
it's an
account?
NFT.
It's
Yeah.
an NFT.
I think it's an NFT. It's an NFT. Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so once it's binded to the postal will appear differently.
We hope so, but I think at the very beginning it will be a little bit hard for us. So, we could try our best to realize this function, but yeah, it needs time.
Okay, so appearance-wise, that's understandable. Will there be like an indicator saying that it's been binded to the apostle?
Yeah, of course. We will make some indication about that. Yeah.
Of course. All right. I just had to get all those questions out. Of course. Okay, but the other question is, so about filters in the apostles marketplace. Of course, this is not that important, but I believe this could be more important for future future appreciation of apostles, is having more filters for your mining rates, your characteristics, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's quite important, and we are doing maybe a new version of the UI, and we may change maybe a whole new page for market and other page. All these pages, it will bring much better user experience. But it also needs time, and I hope we could do some improvement on the certain UI, especially when PVE is launched. I think it will be much important than other things. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Any other question about the new weapon system, or some of your advice about the social system? All right, so I guess that's all for today's chat fest, and we're definitely going to have more opportunities to communicate with you guys. So don't forget to invite more friends to follow us on Telegram and Twitter to get the new updates of Darwinia and Evolution. Thank you guys for joining today. See you next time. And we're going to release our PL plan recently.
And by the way,
bye.
yeah,
Hustler.
and yeah, I still got something.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so Megan, would you please tell our new member, like the new experienced officer, like we still got some like new members training haven't done to them yet. So if anyone willing to like join to us like in next week's Chatfest, I think we got some times to do that. We're supposed to do by this week, but like I'm not sure like people's remind to join in is like all our old members. Yeah, I still think maybe the new members who like willing to know us more can join the new meeting, and then we can give some ideas about like the evolution and the Darwinia, and we can have some really good chats to let them know like what they should do, make sure they are on track.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can address that next week. Yeah, thank you, Jack.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you, Jack. Thank you guys for joining today. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
thanks, Bree.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks, everybody.